Welcome to history class once again. Nice to be here. Last week we started Yoruba in the 19th century, and we looked at the political development in Yoruba land in 19th century, and after that we look at the civil war in Yoruba land. So then we want to look at the effects, the consequences of the civil war that happened in the 19th century. But before we go into the lesson, I want us to look at the objective we are set to achieve at the end of this lesson. Number one objective, we should be able to discuss what led to the Yoruba civil war. Also, we should be able to highlight the various civil war fought in Yoruba land. And lastly, we should be able to discuss the effects of the civil war on Yoruba nation. All right, let's go into the lesson. Background to the wars. Now, if you can remember that I told you that countries of the world, not even countries alone, society in Yoruba land were actually taking over other people's land through conquest. Once they conquer you, then you become part of them. Now, because of this, they went into war, into different wars. So let's look at the background to the war. Succession crisis. What led to the different wars? The king in a particular town or in a particular city, another person wants to become king, and because of that, crises began to happen in these towns, in these communities. Crisis of supremacy. Oh, you are Oyo, I am Ijesha. I'm powerful than you, you are powerful than me. No supremacy. Yoruba towns began to fight for supremacy. Also, control over trade routes. They wanted to control who has the power to control over this route. Now, the British officials are the one who buy on this particular route. So because this one is close to me, I should be able to control. If I don't say this, because this one is close to me, I should be able to control. These are the reasons why they went into war. So various wars fought in 19th century. The Owu's War, the Ijaye War, the Kiriji War, and lastly, the Ekiti Parapor. So let's look at the consequences or the effects of the war. All right. Number one, we have destruction of lives and properties. Wherever there is war, certainly there will be destruction of lives and properties. People will be killed and properties will be destroyed in the process. Also, the displacement of towns and villages. Some of them disappeared from the map. The towns and villages were displaced. Also, emergence of new towns. Emergence of new towns. Also, creation of political entities. Emergence of new leaders and war generals. Emergence of new leaders and war generals. Also, we have more weight to the European countries. Why? Because at that time, they were selling weapons to the warring parties. Oh, you are fighting, you need to get this weapon, or you need to get that. At that time, they were buying from them. And that, at that time, meant wealth for the European countries. Lastly, conquest of Ilorin. Conquest of Ilorin. Now, we shall be looking at these and more in our Google Classroom. I'll be waiting for you there. Thank you.